I've had some spectacular freaking women in my life, but it doesn't mean that they prioritized my happiness. They did what worked for them. And when it didn't work for me, I said, see ya.
But initially when I did watch this interview, I was like, who hurt you? If you show appreciation, that's all they want. And someone probably took you for granted.
Most have. And the fact is, people want you to quell your expectations while they build their own. No, if you're building expectations, I'm building expectations. And a lot of women don't mind when you a man out there and you got competition because everybody's looking at y'all fly asses and wanting to be with y'all. But when they got competition, when y'all got competition, when it come to us, all of a sudden it's a problem. But damn it, we just gonna put it on Front Street. I'm the real deal. I really am. You know what I'm saying? It's really like that.
What's up, YouTube? JayBReacts back here with another video. Now today we got Stephen A. Smith. This is not your usual 5v1 situation. So we got one guy, we got four females debating Stephen A. on his lifestyle choices when it comes down to taking women serious. It's sad that when a man has standards that don't agree with the public opinion, they get backlash for it. But I'll say this, Stephen A. Smith cooked this whole panel while giving a masterclass. But guess what? Stephen A. has been popping his collar and I'm not mad at it, but I'm gonna let y'all be the judge of that. Please make sure y'all like the video, hype the video, comment below. And without further ado, let's dive into the content.
Hold on,
I just want to be unmistakably clear about this really quickly. So I think it is absolutely okay to have your standards. In fact, I encourage everyone to be 100% transparent upfront with what it is that you need to function in a healthy relationship. Please tell the other person.
Okay.
Because when you don't, you are wasting both of your time.
I agree.
So even though I may not agree with all the things that you say, Stephen, I absolutely support the fact that you have your standards, and I think we need to communicate them up front because we shouldn't be breaking up months down the line because somebody's not cooking, right? That person should have been able to have the wherewithal to say, I'm not cooking for you every night. No.
Right.
If
I didn't mean every night, but I hear
you. And a maid rolled up in one, and they commit to that, then that's their problem when they don't live.
It's crazy in 2026 that cooking is now like a disqualifier for women, that a guy might require that. That's scary. I thought women enjoy cooking.
Up to that. And yes.
And Ashley, are you always up front, Ashley?
Oh,
100. Well, I've learned to be that.
You've learned to be that. Well, when did you learn to be that?
You know, you have to develop those things like as you grow.
Excuse me, you've been grown for a long time. When I asked you a direct question, when did you learn to be upfront?
Be honest.
From jump. When? Was it a year ago? Was it 5 years ago?
I promised myself after the relationship with my son's father to always be honest about what I want, what I expect, and what I need in a relationship.
No,
my son is 19.
I'm asking when was that?
19
years ago? 19 years ago.
When he was 3.
It was 16 years ago.
16 years ago.
Okay, let me calculate that in my head.
Oh, no, we can't hear you, Stephen.
No. I said, let me calculate that. Let me calculate that in my head.
I'm hoping that she's in a healthy relationship. It's been 16 years ago, and she's saying that's when she understood accountability. See, that's the thing about it with guys, man. We got to be accountable from the jump early on, because guess what? We come out the gate lying. A lot of people ain't going to take us serious.
You know, that's what I said. I want to see how long ago that was. In other words, we don't want to tell a woman's age or whatever, because you know what, no matter what age you are, you look better.
I'm proud to be 40.
Okay.
Say what?
I'm 40.
Oh, so this was when you were in your mid-20s.
Yeah.
Yes, that's when I told myself I have to be honest about what I want.
You didn't know until your mid-20s to be upfront.
She had to
I wasn't
learn.
comfortable enough.
She
I wasn't
had
that
to
confident
learn.
enough to be upfront and say it. You know what I mean? Like,
Don't come at her like that. She
I'm just
had to
asking.
learn. You learn in relationships how to be better.
Yeah,
you learn in a relationship.
It's a never-ending journey. I had to learn to show up as that person.
Yeah, but when men sit up there and say we had to learn, we don't get no slack.
Yeah, we don't get slack.
Tamia, can I ask you a question real quick?
I am wondering if I don't see a ring on her finger. So the thing of, are you in a healthy situation? I'm not saying marriage got to be the end all be all, but you are 40. What are you really doing with your, your future? You really trying to solidify with someone, or you just trying to have situationships?
Because you've known this man for a long time.
So that's a mantra.
I know. I'm gonna let. Don't worry. I'm getting to Sumatra, but hold on, because she has insight, different kind of insight. Tamia, have there been women who have come along that have been
great? Amazing.
That he should have married. That were good women.
Amazing. He's been engaged. Beautiful, wonderful woman. And I ain't seen a wife yet. And it's been 42 years I've known you.
Wow.
Now let's go to Sumatra real quick. Let's go to Sumatra real quick.
Who's the problem?
Right. Thank you.
That's
There we
crazy.
go.
How's that a problem?
How's that a problem?
Sumatra.
Maybe possibly the women could have been the problem. I mean, Stephen A, he's built himself up to be a certain type of guy. He don't have to cross the line if he doesn't want to.
Let me ask you this. You've known Stephen forever. And you've seen his ways, right?
Yeah, of course.
Do you believe that there have been times where he was in the wrong with the way he has laid out what he expects from a woman, even though they're giving him everything?
Even though they're giving him everything.
They're giving him everything.
See,
How we know that?
That part, that line right there. Yeah, he's been wrong. He has been wrong in some of the ways that he's approached some of the women that he's talked to.
Bruh.
Now, let me say this. When I've been wrong, Stephen has called me. I have messed up. And Stephen has called me and been like, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing, bro. I don't. This is
right. And we tell, like you, I tell him about, when I feel like he could have done something differently.
Yes, she does.
And a man can still give advice to people even while he is possibly doing wrong. A man can still give another man advice to say that, hey, you might not want to follow this route because you're in a different situation than me. Let's say I'm a bachelor. Let's say you're a married man. The advice I'm going to give to you is going to be a whole lot different than what's going to be meant for me because I'm a bachelor. So we have to look at that.
But the fact of the matter is that, like I just said, when Stephen was talking to Ashley, we have the right to grow along the way. When it comes, each relationship is different. Each person is different. You can't approach each person the same. But as long as you're being honest right from the beginning, like Ashley said,
Not mad at that.
with what your expectations are inside of this relationship, what makes you happy inside of this relationship, then it won't be far-fetched if a reaction happens down the line when a conversation was already had in the beginning. So I kind of stand firm with that.
Hold on. Tori raised her hand. Tori actually raised her hand.
No, she didn't.
Go ahead.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. I'm raising my damn hand. Couple of things. No. Now, couple of things. Kevin, don't talk to nobody. Look right here.
hand.
Look right here with your Benedict Arnold ass. Don't go nowhere.
He called him Benedict Arnold.
All right?
Dead of your eyes.
First of all, there's a couple of things that need to be addressed here. When Sumatra just brought up about, it's like somebody's wrong, whatever. I got that part, right? Mm-hmm. I'll share something with y'all. Y'all all know my oldest daughter, Samantha. And Samantha is out here in Cali with me as we speak. Samantha looked me dead in my face yesterday, just yesterday. Sometimes, Dad, you're just wrong. You're just wrong, Dad. And she was like, you don't hear what you need to hear, and you just think you're right, and blah, 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 blah. And I said to Samantha, here's what you're missing. You think I have a lack of comprehension at times, whether I'm right or wrong, according to whether I agree with you or not.
Okay.
You're not looking at it correctly. It's not
lens.
that I think I'm right. It's that I don't care.
Oh, snap.
That's what you're missing.
I was not expecting that.
In other words, you want to come and you want to implement your rationale to influence me as dad. I'm dad. I ain't budging. Here's where I'm at.
I'm not mad
The
at it.
same is applicable to a man in a relationship. There are plenty of men with their lying, sniveling, weak-ass selves. Not most, not all, just a few.
Okay.
Who will sit up there and act as if they're willing to acquiesce and capitulate and say all the things and do all the things that y'all want them to do because they don't want to lose you.
Access.
But it don't mean they're happy.
That is true.
And so my point is,
A lot of guys, I'm sorry to break up Stephen A's rant, a lot of guys suppress the true nature and issues that they feel about their women because they do not want to lose access, and that is a fact.
I maneuver through all of that and shove that out the way. Yo, this is what makes me happy. And then I leave you be. Because at that time that I leave you be, I'm sitting back and I'm watching.
I'm not mad
Are
at
you
it.
just going to ignore what the hell I told you? Or are you paying attention? And that will determine whether I'm happy or not. Tamia brought up these wonderful women I had in my life.
Oh, man.
Absolutely. I've had some spectacular freaking women
Okay.
in my life over my lifetime. No doubt at all.
Talking shit.
But it doesn't mean that they prioritized my happiness.
Ooh.
They
we go.
did what worked for them.
They did what
And
worked
when
for
it
them.
worked for me too, I said cool. And when it didn't work for me, I said see ya.
I'm not
What's
mad
the
at
problem?
it. Respect.
This may come off the wrong way.
Hold up. Let's let that marinate for a second, man. Stephen A is still Stephen A. He has the right to do that. He does not care about losing a female. See, women don't understand when you get to a level like him, he don't have to care as much. Because guess what? It's going to be another one to possibly replace you. I ain't even going to say possibly. There will be another one. See, when men reach a certain level, they understand how it feels to be the female. Getting hit up all the time, getting hit on all the time. It don't matter how old he is. Stephen A. Smith, at the age he is at, is getting hit on by 20-year-old women. But guess what? If it was reversed, they would say that guy is a predator by doing that, but the women are hitting on him. So he can play a completely different game than the average man can.
But initially, when I did watch this interview, I was like, who hurt you? Who didn't appreciate you? Who didn't appreciate
Who
you,
was
my
the
man?
woman that he went to
Plenty of
therapy for?
All I hear
Plenty of
is
women.
Who didn't show appreciation? Who didn't show appreciation? Because that was the
Plenty of
bottom
women.
line of the argument: is who did not appreciate you or take you for granted. And I think a lot of people in high positions, high power men, you're considered a high power man because
Now, not all
Okay,
of these years.
I know. But I'm just saying.
Whoa.
Whoa,
You've
wait,
on
it's
TV
been a
and
minute.
right.
I ain't
That's
gonna lie, Stephen, it has been a little minute that you still were primetime television, sports analyst. People always saw you. So yeah, he been holding it down for a little while now.
You've
been on a run.
Like there's a lie.
Yeah.
Were you, how many black columnists were there in the country when you became the columnist at the Philadelphia Inquirer?
20.
There was
Yeah.
3,000 newspapers. I mean, no, but really. I just, so you have to remember, and you were everywhere at every game. It's been, this has been, for 30 years, I've known you. For 30 years, you've been on TV.
But it
been
doesn't,
on a run. You've been on a run.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do in general. You can take my 67-year-old father-in-law type vibe. He's about like, if you show appreciation, that's all they want. And someone probably took you for granted. And it doesn't matter if you're
Most
famous or
have.
not. If you take your man for granted, you're
this
taking
nigga
your man
honest.
for granted, and your man's not going to appreciate that.
Most have.
That's that.
This nigga honest. Most have. Really listen to that. He said most have, man, a man at his level. And you see how that looks now. Even the most successful ones, they still deal with problems. It just depends on which one you grab. A lot of them think they good, but they still have them traits to where they can't even handle a guy at this level. That's why it's better for a lot of women just to get with the regular average man, because we gonna deal with a little bit more than what a guy like Stephen A is gonna deal with, because a lot of regular guys don't want to lose access, and that's the truth.
And that goes
have.
both ways.
And by the way, they didn't take me for granted. When I say they took it for granted, it wasn't just food. It's about, excuse me, there are things that I want.
Exactly.
Oh, damn.
I might want you to look a certain way. I might want you to
Hey.
appease to me a certain way.
Hey.
I might want you to do a variety of things.
Oh,
the fact
snap.
of the matter is, you
do
didn't
you
do
think
it.
that you've slacked off? Do
Hold
you
on,
think
hold
you
on,
ever
hold on.
slacked
He's-
off
hold on.
inside
I
of
don't slack
relationships?
off.
Walk into
Slack
a
off.
Are you
How?
providing the
I don't
same
slack off.
service to the woman?
Tamia, he's Stephen A. Smith. What are you talking about?
So
Are
me?
you providing this? Are you providing
still
this for your
him.
woman? Can she say,
Tamia,
yeah, my
ask your
happiness
mom.
is
Ask your mom.
Oh.
Yeah, because let me tell you this. When it comes to your mama, my sister Carmen,
Oh, okay.
most women throughout my lifetime went to her or my cousin Derek.
Hey, that shit threw me off for a second. He is the uncle to Tamia Jackson. Okay.
Ask her. Let me tell you something.
say this.
I hate to break. I want to, because it's this platform and all that stuff. But damn it, we just gonna put it on Front Street.
Talk
I'm
it.
the real deal. I really am. You know, it's really like that. It's really like that.
It's
And so what happens is
yeah,
that
it is.
because of that reality,
everything out there.
I have expectations. And the fact is, people want you to quell your expectations while they build their own. No. If you're building expectations, I'm building expectations. And a lot of women don't mind when you a man out there and you got competition because everybody's looking at y'all fly asses and wanting to be with y'all. But when they got competition, when
Roles
y'all got
reversed.
competition, when it come to us, all of a sudden it's a problem.
This nigga
See,
cooking.
we ain't talking about that because sorry ass Kevin, his married
we all
ass,
confused
is
right
sitting
now
up
by
there
what he's
taking.
saying? 'Cause he's just
I'm
talking in
not being
circles.
confused.
Yo.
I'm being real.
I'm not mad at him calling out married Kevin. Hey, stop trying to bring down the man who has built himself to a certain level to move like you. It don't have to work like that. He's not married, so he's gonna live a completely different lifestyle. See, Kevin is gonna be fighting for something because he's already established himself in that realm. He took a path that Steven has not taken yet. So before Steven takes that path, he has options and choices as to how he want that path to look. So they're not playing the same game. And for all these women, you see they quiet, laughing, kind of trying to process everything because it hurts when the roles get reversed. Is when women have that power, they love it. It's okay. Let a guy get that power. Oh, he's such an asshole. His ego. Oh man, he's a narcissist. Why? That's the problem.
Where do we take this conversation?
Everyone just
Look at
go
that.
like this because that's what that was.
Look
That
at
was
that.
like,
That was
whoa,
the
whoa.
spin.
They don't like none of
He's
it.
really
I think
Felt
we
like
need
a
to-
press
we need to
conference.
bring-
real women understand
That
where
was
I'm coming from.
crazy.
We need to bring the women.
You're speaking
He
in
can't
signature.
process it.
I think we need
That's
to bring the women on here and take a survey. The ex-girlfriends, fiancés, and
Never.
we should ask
To
them.
me, you know your uncle. You know your uncle. That will never happen. You know your uncle. That will never happen.
There is something bigger going on here and brewing here, and this is what I want to hear, ladies, because
Breaking down the high
what
value
this
man.
is taking us back to is this situation where it says the woman belongs in the kitchen at the end of the day. And she doesn't belong. No, this is what it's saying. Because when you come home, my kitchen better smell like food and not pine salt. So you better be, after you clean it, you better be cooking and you better be in that kitchen. And so what it is doing is it's diminishing what you're doing professionally, and it's taking it down to and all about
And who is
what
his
you
brother?
can cook. Can you make the meals that'll satisfy your man?
who is-
And as soon as you finish that meal, then, hey, clean up the kitchen and get your ass upstairs because I'm ready.
Peanut Head Man is really fighting against what a lot of guys would appreciate, which is a woman at home cooking. And here's the thing about it. It's not the fact that she has to be in the kitchen. See, the thing about it, what it's going to boil down to is just getting you a chick that just love to cook already. She just got to love how to cook. We ain't saying that she has to be cooking all the time because guess what? If she tired, don't feel like it, we can go out to eat. We can buy something, have it brought back to the house. But the thing about it is to lose something that has that traditional roles that we've been used to as children with our mothers cooking, our aunts cooking. This is scary as to where we're sending the next generation of women for the next generation of men.
Wow.
That is basically where we're going right now.
Yeah, and that was my
And
first
y'all are-
thought.
He
should be.
When
Go
I
ahead.
heard
Y'all are
Steven
following
say-
that.
Ashamed of yourself.
What's
You
not
should-
That was
Y'all
my
are.
first
I'm
thought.
shocked that y'all are
should
falling
be
for that.
ashamed of
I'm
yourself.
shocked.
Who's
No, we
falling
know
for
that.
it?
Okay.
That was my first thought when he said, if you're not cooking, what do I need you for? That was my first thought. And to be clear, I am a woman that cooks. I had a son when I was in college. He's 19. I've been cooking since forever.
So what's the problem?
So I
That's
know
why
how to
you
cook and
special.
prepare a meal, and
That's
I
why you
actually
special.
enjoy doing it sometimes.
Keep saying that's why
However,
you special.
when I'm reduced to, I don't need you unless you're cooking for me, then we got a little bit of an issue.
Oh, my
But again,
God.
what you like is what you like. I just hope you communicate that at the outset. But that's what I heard, Kevin. To your point, that's what I heard when I listened to the interview.
That's
Y'all
crazy.
heard what
Listen.
y'all want.
And by the way, I don't really think deep down in his heart he meant that because the thing about Steve, he's one of the most giving people you will meet. So what he really meant is he's like, I'd like a woman who, when I'm hungry, can fix the things I like, but really, honestly, 98% of the time, you're going out to eat with her. In real life, in your real life, you're taking
I
her
don't
out to
think
eat.
98.
You're going out to eat.
You
90
are
Hold on. Before I say something, let's hear Stephen A. Smith.
Hey, Steven.
You are on
No,
drugs.
not 98%.
98%.
not.
You have lost your
Definitely not.
damn mind. I mean, that is not
Definitely
true.
not.
That is not true, but not by a long shot. Listen, I'm going to go back to what Ashley pointed to. I'm not trying to sit up there and acting like I'm throwing you out with the bathwater because you don't cook every day. What I'm trying to say is this. I work hard. And listen, my mother knew how to cook. My mother had no time to cook. Because everybody that knows my story knows that my mother worked 2 jobs, 16 hours a day, 7 days a week for 20 years with 1 week's vacation. And because my father didn't handle his business. What did my mother say to me? Sumatra knew my mother, God rest her. So my mama loved Sumatra. To me, that's her grandma. You know, my mama loved to me, okay? What did my mother say to me? You don't get to talk about what you want until you are able to provide a woman what she needs. When you do that, and you make sure that she never has to deal with what I had to deal with, then you are allowed to let her know what your preferences are.
Come on.
So what I did was I bust my ass, I positioned myself to succeed, and I'm like, yo, yes, I'm blessed and fortunate enough where I can go to any restaurant I want and eat.
Boom.
Yeah.
I still have yet to go to a restaurant that tastes better than a fresh home-cooked meal
Look at that.
Yeah.
from
Look at that.
the woman in my life
Y'all
who
funny.
knows how to cook. The point that I'm making is when you have that special someone that knows, come on, girl, come on, ladies, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know how to sprinkle the right sauce on your
sure.
man's stuff.
Come on,
You understand?
man.
You're making steak, you're making chicken, you make whatever. Right?
All right, Sumatra, the only one that didn't shake her head, she possibly might not know how to do that. Just being honest.
You know exactly what works for him. Maestros can't do that. Roscoe's can't do
Right.
that.
It's
As
so
delicious
true.
as it is,
So true.
and
not the same.
all of this other stuff. No.
It's not the same.
Okay? It's like, yo, that home, and it's like, because it comes from you.
Yeah.
And it comes from somebody who has mastered him. Not every day. Of course, you could go and have your job, whatever. But guess what? No matter how many hours I work, you still want to go out. You want to go out to movies. You want to go out to dinner.
You mean to
want
buy
to
you
go on vacation. You want to do this. You want to do it. No matter what I do, you still want those things. And I know I got to do them. How come I can't look at you and go like this? Yo, been a long day. I'm coming home. And that's all I have to say. Oh, by the way, I ain't even asking. I go like
Exactly.
this. I'm on the way. I'll be there in about an hour.
Have it
You got
ready.
anything in the refrigerator, or do I need to stop? But in the back of my mind, I'm going like this. I better hear that I got you. You know, I got something here that I got something. I bet.
And, oh, that's
Hear
good.
that?
Nothing wrong with that.
Appreciation. That's
Cooking,
it.
there's nothing wrong.
All right, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and leave it right there. I'm gonna let y'all watch this the rest of it in its entirety because it's kind of long, but I just really want to hear on the premise of what was being said and that what was being conveyed because the women didn't really understand it until he really broke it down and he sat them down in the seat to where they felt like children again, to where they could see their grandma's cooking and their mother's cooking. It was like, oh, that does sound like home. That sounds peaceful. See, that's how you have to convey the message because the message that was conveyed from the Cam Newton podcast was what he said that he better hear, food cooking and he don't want to smell pine, so he want to smell food. They thinking of, I'm a slave. What do you think I am? Do I not mean nothing more? Of course you matter more. Of course there's going to have things that you might be good at, you might think of, but when it comes down to the relationship with you and your man, especially if he is a man that has provided a certain lifestyle like Stephen A has, he's rich. He's Stephen A. He's a household name. He is known everywhere. The game is going to be different. That's the thing about it. If we build ourselves up to a certain level to where we don't play by the regular rules, will we still deal with headaches? For sure. I'm not saying that that's going to completely wipe out all the headache. Because you can see Stephen A. still can't find any that's really trying to hold it down. And here's the thing about it. He might not need to. The game does change. He probably will never find nothing that's really going to be there for him that he really wants to share his wealth with, share his name with, because he's never going to know what she's really there for. Like, it's a lot of vultures. If he go younger, you know what she there for. He go older, she could possibly be a headache, and you still don't know what she there for. So it's damn near like a catch-22 with sometimes certain levels of success if you hadn't found that early on. See, like if, let's say you meet your woman like me, being married, met a woman when I was in high school, I ain't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I felt like I was the worst version of myself. I feel like I'm the best version of myself now. She met me then, was in love with me, thought I was attractive, the whole nine. Still had a good head on my shoulders to where I was going to, constantly figure out what was the next best route to go. But she chose me at a state to where I couldn't even say I match up to where I'm at now. So I would say it's real, but when you get to that level, you ain't gonna never know if it's real. It's over. It's over. Your success will cook you as a man as well, but it only cook you if you really want a long-term relationship. But I'll say this, if guys can still get what they want, which is going to still be women doing for you, women still giving you access, he's still going to be able to play the game for a while, you know, and it looks like he has women in his family that are around him. Guess what those women are going to turn into? They're going to turn into his caregivers. So he really doesn't have to get a wife if he doesn't want to, because he's always going to have he's still always going to have options. So a woman still is going to pop around and say, I want to do this for you, do that for you. I'm going to give it these buns for you. And the women in his family are going to be the one that's going to carry on the burden of maybe taking care of him if something was to happen, get sick. I'm pretty sure he's taking care of all the women in his family. That's usually what happens with powerful men. And not even to take it to his level, but I had an uncle, very powerful when it came down to a local level. High-paying job, made a lot of money. He was the one that threw all the cookouts. He was the one that did all the family gatherings. He had a house. He bought the lot next to his house, did cookouts there. And guess what all the sisters did? They took care of him. They handled everything at the parties, the events, all that stuff. He had them literally doing everything because he was the breadwinner, and they made sure that he held everybody else afloat because he was the prize winner in the family. And he looked out for everybody else still. That don't diminish nobody else. But like I say, whatever role you gonna play, hey, y'all gotta play y'all role, and y'all gotta, acquiesce to whoever is the breadwinner. You need to save the winner, and the winner's gonna reward everybody else. So I thought this was a powerful moment right here. I really enjoyed this back and forth. The women, Peanut Man tried to have some smoke for Smith. He's married, and I'm even shocked as a married man that he can't be honest or admit to some of these things and just be really truthful. That sometimes you have a lot of men that have to suppress things being married because there's more at stake. And like I said, I think people are going to play two different games. If you are a successful man, you don't have to acquiesce, listen to your woman as much. If you married, y'all both are listening to each other for the future that y'all trying to build that y'all have already created. Y'all already got kids and everything. It's y'all are focusing on a different journey. Everybody's journey going to be different depending on the time period that you get in. But Kevin is being disingenuous though. But I'll make sure I have this link in the description so y'all can watch it in its entirety. Make sure y'all like the video, hype the video, comment below. This is your guy JayBReacts. And until next time, y'all, peace.